I bought my own house at 29. Then my mom told me to move into the guest room for my brother and his new wife. My stepfather's response shocked everyone. I bought my own house at 29. Then my mom told me to move into the guest room so my brother and his new wife could have my room. My stepfather's response shocked everyone. I saved for 7 years. Every paycheck from the time I was 22, I put money away. I worked as a project coordinator at a construction firm during the day and picked up weekend shifts doing estimates for a buddy's renovation company. I didn't take vacations. I didn't finance a new car. At 29, I closed on a 3-bedroom house 15 minutes from town. It needed work, but it was mine. The day I got the keys, I sat on the front porch steps for an hour just looking at the yard. Nobody handed me anything. I did it alone. My mom, Darlene, married my stepfather, Glenn, when I was 14. Glenn's a quiet guy, works at a machine shop. He's never been the type to give speeches or get involved in family drama. He showed up, he worked, he came home. He treated me and my brother like we were his own, but he did it with actions, not words. He fixed my truck when it broke down junior year. He taught me how to lay tile. He never once called himself our dad, but he never acted like he wasn't. My brother Wyatt is 26. He got married in June to a woman named Kendra. She's polite enough, but she's the kind of person who walks into someone else's house and talks about what she'd change. The week after the wedding, Wyatt and Kendra moved into my mom's house temporarily because their apartment lease was up. My mom gave them the guest room. That lasted 3 days before Kendra started complaining. Too small, closet couldn't fit both their clothes, shared bathroom. My mom's solution was to call me. She said, "Your brother and Kendra need more room. Since you just bought your house and you're over there by yourself anyway, why don't you let them stay in your place for a while?" I thought she was joking. I said, "You want me to give my house to Wyatt and Kendra?" She said, "Not give it. Just let them use it while they figure things out. You can stay in the guest room here." The guest room. The room Kendra had just complained was too small for 2 people. My mom wanted me to move out of the house I spent 7 years saving for and into the room my brother's wife rejected. I said, "Mom, I just bought that house with my money from my savings." She said, "I know that, but Wyatt's your brother. He just got married and they need a good start. You're single. You don't need 3 bedrooms. I don't need 3 bedrooms right now, but I earned them." She said I was being selfish. She said Wyatt would do the same for me. He wouldn't. Wyatt has never done anything for anyone that didn't benefit him directly. When I was moving into my house and needed help, Wyatt said he was busy. He was playing video games. I told my mom no and thought that was the end of it. It wasn't. She brought it up again at dinner the following Sunday. The whole family was there. My mom, Glenn, Wyatt, Kendra, and me. Halfway through the meal, my mom said, "I still think the smartest thing would be for you to let Wyatt and Kendra use your house while they save up." She said it casually, like suggesting a restaurant. Kendra nodded. She said, "It would really help us out. We'd take care of it." Wyatt didn't say anything. He just sat there letting his wife and mother lobby for my house while he ate potatoes. I put my fork down. I said, "I'm not giving up my house. I worked for 7 years. I earned every square foot of that place." The answer is no. My mom's face tightened. She opened her mouth to argue. Then Glenn spoke. Glenn never speaks at dinner. He never gets involved. He eats, he listens, and he goes back to the garage. But that night, he put his fork down and looked at my mother and said, "Darlene, stop." The table went silent. He said, "That boy worked since he was 22 years old to buy that house. He didn't ask anyone for help. He didn't complain. He drove a truck with no air conditioning for 6 years so he could save every dollar. And now you're sitting here telling him to hand it over to his brother because his brother's wife doesn't like the guest room?" My mom stared at him. "Glenn, I'm just trying to help Wyatt." "No, you're trying to take from one son to give to another, and it's wrong." He looked at Wyatt. "You're 26. You just got married. If you want a house, do what your brother did. Work for it. Save for it. Earn it. Don't sit at this table and let your mother ask for someone else's." Wyatt looked at his plate. Kendra's face went red. My mom opened her mouth and Glenn said one more thing. "If I hear this come up again, I'll be upset. And you know I don't get upset often." That was it. He picked up his fork and went back to eating. Nobody said another word about my house. Not that night. Not the next week. Not since. Wyatt and Kendra found an apartment 2 weeks later. It's smaller than my house. Kendra complained about it on the phone to my mom. My mom didn't call me about it. Glenn came by my house last Saturday. He brought a 6-pack and a power sander. He helped me refinish the deck. We didn't talk about what happened at dinner. We didn't need to. He just showed up the way he always does, quietly, without being asked. That's the kind of man he is, and that's the kind of man I'm trying to be.